I'm All Thumbs, and today I'm stoked to bring you my drift tutorial. Let's start out by talking about the 4 different kinds of races. There's the drift train, the drift trial, the drift contest, and togue events. And they all have unique features, but a couple of them score differently. For instance, the drift train, you have to stay within range of other cars in order to score points. And on the togue event, your score is dependent upon a multiplier, which is assigned based on your position in the pack. You can see here I start at 1.2 and go to 2.4 as I pass the field. That means the guy in the back of the pack is getting half as much as the guy in the front of the pack for the same drift. You get the idea. Let's take a second to talk about handling. Everybody's got their own idea of what a drift setup should be, and I'll show you mine. You should definitely experiment with yours. I like my front tire pressure relatively neutral and my back towards the less. I like my steer response a couple shy of fast, and my steer range just 1 shy of wide. I leave all the controls off. And the downforce I play with a lot based on the individual car. Some cars slippier than others, trying to get back out of a drift, and adding some downforce can help. Lock differential all the way. Brake strength just shy of all the way. Brake bias 1 short of the front, and the handbrake all the way weak, and the rest of the stuff is basically preference. Now let's talk about how to actually score on the drift course. First things first, you should be initiating your drifts with the brake and not the e-brake. Save the e-brake for actual emergencies. Initiating with a brake will allow you better control over the steering in your drift, and also the ability to chain your drifts together better. Chaining drifts together is a secret to high scores. To initiate a drift, let off the gas and tap the brake while turning the wheel, then jump back on the gas. Now to chain a drift, you want to steer from one side to the other, tapping the brake just before the car reaches center, thereby ending your drift. This will encourage the car to slide right past center into a drift in the other direction. Sometimes chaining drifts together can require you to throw a couple of smaller drifts on a straightaway to keep your drift score alive while you wait for a bigger drift to show up. The e-brake can come in handy. Here I use the e-brake to save points after an AI car tries to push me into a wall. And again, I use the e-brake to continue a drift after I struggle to initiate and wind up offline. Alright, I sure hope this video helps you go out and beat your buddy's drift scores. I sure did have a lot of fun making it for you. If it did help you out and you want to help me out, the best way to do that is to push that subscribe button. I got a ton of other Need for Speed content for you to check out, and it lets me know you enjoy what I'm doing. I'll leave you with this 120,000 point drift chain that I nailed down, and a couple of fails that I don't, as a reminder that chaining drifts is a high risk, high reward business. So watch out for other cars and keep your eyes on the road. Ouch. As always, don't forget the like button is evil and it must be punished. Pound that on the way out for me.